We're going to take a look at the updated Study Tools search functionality within Concord. As the program has developed, there have been some changes and features, and we thought it would be best to create a new video that shows better how the search functionality currently works. For those of you who have not used this before, you want to go to the left-hand side of your program, to the Study Tools blue bar, and then to the first tab on the left, titled Search. To begin, click if you're on a computer, or tap if you're on a phone or an iPad, in the search box and enter a search term. I'm going to use the word light. You can then hit enter or return on your keyboard, or you can tap or click on the magnifying glass, and this will bring up the search results. You can see here that 860 results have been found for the word light. That's across all 4 books. Next to each book, you can see another number that shows you the number of times this search term appears in that book. So the Bible has 235 search results for the word light, and Science and Health has 166. So let's take a look at the results. If I click on the Bible, I now can see that the search results are numbered by the books of the Bible. So Genesis has the word light appear 8 times in that chapter, and Exodus has it appear 11 times in that book, not chapter, the book of the Bible. If I go to Science and Health, I can just click on it and it will automatically close the Bible and open Science and Health, which is sorted by chapters. So in the chapter on prayer, light appears 1 time. In the hymnal, there are lots of hymns that have the term light. So these are divided into groups of 100. So there are 37 hymns in the range of hymn 100 to hymn 99 that have the term light in it. And then in the other writings of Mary Baker Eddy, it's broken down by her smaller books: Miscellaneous Writings, Retrospection and Introspection, Unity of Good, and so on. Let's go back to the results in Science and Health. When I click on prayer, it then shows me the exact passage where the term light appears, that sentence. If I click or tap on that result, it brings up that passage in the context of the book. There are a few other things I can do over here in the Study Tools once I have looked at the actual search result. If you right-click, it brings up a menu. This menu enables you to copy the citation to a list. You can have 3 lists open at a time, so if you have, like me, one of them open, you can actually copy it directly to that open list. Or if you don't have any lists open, you can start a new list. You can also use the Copy to Clipboard, which enables you to copy and paste the citation from Concord into Word, or an email, or even a text message. For Copy to Clipboard, you can either copy just the citation, which in this case would be Science and Health 10:1, or you can copy the text as free-flowing text and paste it into Word, email, or text messages for sharing. I can also choose a group of messages by checking the box to the right of each one of the passages that I want to copy into a list, for instance. I can then right-click on one of them and copy to my list. I can also, once I have selected them, click on the 3-dot menu, and it will bring up that same menu to take action on. But since I've already copied them to my list, in this case, I'm simply going to deselect all, and it will uncheck all of the boxes. If this is a search that you do quite frequently, and one that you want to return to, one of the options that you might want to consider is clicking on this heart icon. When you click on it, this tab at the bottom titled Favorite will add this search from your box into this list here. Then when you come to Concord, instead of having to retype it, you can simply click on Favorites, click on Light, and it will bring up that favorite search. Or I could go to one of my other favorites and it will immediately switch the search results. The other option to the left of favorites is Recent, which is for recent searches that have been done. So if I wanted to go back to my search on Glory of the Lord, I could simply click on it under my Recent tab. In this particular instance, I chose to actually I did the search with stemming checked. So let's talk about these two options up here, stemming and case sensitive. Stemming means I don't just want these individual words, but I actually want words with different endings to show up in my results as well. So let's illustrate this with the term love. I'm leaving stemming checked, and I'm going to click on the magnifying glass to show the search results. When I look at the results of Science and Health and click on the top one, it's going to show me that not only does this chapter include love, but it also includes the word loved and lovely. If I go to the chapter on marriage and click on the first result, this chapter, I should say, includes love, loves, apostrophe S, loved, lovely, loves, and loving. So depending on where you are what book you are looking at, will show you the different stemmed words that appear in that book. So this group of hymns has the same stemmed word versions of love as marriage, the chapter on marriage. But if I click on hymn 1 through 99, it also adds lovingly as another word or stemmed word that shows up in this search. If you click on View All, it will show you all of the variations of the stemmed words based on the root love. If you choose instead to click on the box Case Sensitive and search, this then is asking Concord to search in all of the books for the word love that only has a lowercase l. So all of the options that are returned in your search results have a lowercase l. If instead you only wanted to search on the words that had a capital L, you could also designate that, and then it will show you only the results that have a capital L.